Let's talk about what I read in August. It was actually a really light reading month, and to me, that just feels normal. I'm not like a book talker full time by all means. I'm just a girl who loves to read, and sometimes we have light books. So I ended up only reading in full 2 books. I read the book Never by Jessa Hastings, which is part 1 in her Never series, and then I read A River Enchanted, which is also book 1 in the Rebecca Ross series. I think I might have talked about that last month, so maybe I didn't even read that this month. Maybe that was in July. Well, here we are. Like halfway through on my Audible account, All the Colors of the Dark. I've seen it on Instagram by a few people that I love, and they highly recommend it. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. And that is like a darker book, so I was like, I can listen to that one and maybe and enjoy it a little bit more. I am liking it. I'm just not devouring it. Like, I'm not going to listen to it. Like, I'm listening to podcasts or catching up on Marco Polos while I'm driving, that kind of thing. So it hasn't been like something I'm totally gravitating to. And I can't rate it because I'm only halfway through it. But I will rate Jessa Hastings' book, Never. After reading Never this month, I've officially read everything she's written because she wrote the Magnolia Park series, which I loved. I really like her writing. I think she's whimsical and magical. This first book is setting up a lot of the story for the series, so there was a lot of setup, but I love a retelling of fairy tales. And so this is like the retelling, or kind of, a retelling of like Peter Pan, and I think it's really fun. I ended the book angry, and that's how you know it's a good book, and I can't wait for the next one. Really love Jessa Hastings as an author. Cannot wait to read more of what she has. I DNF'd one book this month. It's one that I started reading a while ago and was like, oh, I've got other books I'd rather read. And so I thought it was just that. Like, I thought like, oh, I just want to read something else. But I got like 25% of the way through the book called You Again, and I don't know the author. Let me look really quick. Kate Goldbeck. I just don't love it. I don't like the characters, and maybe you get to like them, but I just don't have time to get there, you know? So I DNF'd it. I might pick it back up, but I just don't know if I can. So really and truly, that's my month of reading. I would love to share real quick a couple books that are on my fall TBR list. Right now I'm reading Better Than Movies, and let me give you like a quick note. This is about kids in high school. I didn't know that. And normally I'm like, oh yeah, YA, I can read YA. The problem I'm having right now is I have kids in high school. I have kids the age that I'm reading, and I just am not loving it. As a mom, just not loving reading about like high school drama and high school love with children this age. So that's something we're working on. The Wishing Game is on my list. The Wedding People, The Match, Love After Life, One Last Shot, Before We Were Innocent. And I watched Elise Meyer's, her review of Wild Love made me re-put it on my list because I had taken it off because I'm like, I don't know. But her review, I was like, okay, I'll put Wild Love back on my list. And then because fall just feels like it's like about magic and fun, I put The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic. That's back on my list. I'm reading from my list on my computer. So that's on my list. Those are what I'm planning to read this fall. What are you reading? I feel like I'm just in a slump. But tell me, what are you reading? What are you loving? What have you not finished lately? I know I'm not like a big proponent for like DNFing, but like I really needed to DNF that book. If you read that book and you tell me I need to press through, give me that advice. If not, I don't know that I will. So, okay, I hope you have a great month in book.